going to quickly prop this little girl up here. Every 4th of every month is a brand new Madam Glam launch, and that's when I say it is Christmas Day. Okay, that looks perfect. Just had to move this around a little bit so you guys can see everything. These are, maybe I should have them popped over here. These are the brand new birthday colors. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly get this sent out. Give me one moment. And for anybody that's just joining, this is a very special collection. So we're gonna get into that in just a second. Let me just quickly send this out. Sorry if there's any shaking. Tried to kick me out. Got it sent out to everybody. I hope you can see everything clearly. Just gonna wait for a few more people to join, and then we're gonna get into swatching, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about this brand new collection. Trying to get the model set up right. Okay, so we are going to be unveiling 8 never-before-seen colors, unless you've been a part of Madam Glam's launches, where Enchanted Nails by Kelly went live on both Instagram and TikTok to show us these stunning colors. But as I was saying earlier, the 4th of every month, Madam Glam delivers a brand new collection, and this one's extra special because it's for their birthday month. So first off, a huge happy birthday, happy anniversary month to Madam Glam. We love you oh so much, and thank you for providing such a safe community and giving us these amazing quality products that allow us to express ourselves without fear of reaction and all of those horrible things that you can get when companies are not ensuring proper ingredients. So with all that being said, let's get into this magical collection. So this collection is called Summer Rush. And for Madam Glam's birthday, they did something extra special. So I'm going to quickly show you. This is a mani. I just want to make sure my light's not shining. This is a manicure that I did for Madam Glam. And this is one of the colors that I'm going to be unveiling today, which is called Wish Glow. But, y'all, it glows! Look at that. Like, can't even, I have to turn off the light. It has such a bright, beautiful glow. So these are cat eyes that glow in the dark. And then as well, they have cream colors that are part of this collection. So I'm first going to go through, swatch everything with you guys, and then we're going to run into my bathroom because it is very bright where I am right now. So showing glow in the dark is not the easiest. I will quickly just turn this down a bit and just show you a little bit of the glow. But obviously when, like, once we're finished swatching, I'm going to run over to the very dark bathroom so you can see. But you can already see how this is glowing. Hi, how are you doing, honey? Is that Gasha? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but love a girl. Thank you so much for joining. So these colors are insane because, again, these are not just cat eyes. They also glow in the dark. So I think that that is so cool. And since the, like, inception, since I found out about Madam Glam, I have been madly in love with all things glow in the dark, but I haven't been able to get a glow in the dark polish from them. So this is like a huge dream come true. Ooh, we just had a raven quake. Sorry about that. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, so we're going to do so much more than just green nails, my dear. But I was showing that these are actually, they glow in the dark, and they're a cat eye. And this is a part of Madam Glam's brand new launch. So that color that I was just featuring is called Wish Glow. But I'm going to go through all the other colors in this collection, and we will switch out the hands so that you can see it large and in charge. But first off, this Wish Glow, which is what I'm wearing right now. Let's get the little dusties be gone. I swear, you know, having an e-file and you're constantly battling dust. Now, just on its own, it already gives this almost like like a metallic finish almost. The glitter on it, it's so pretty. Just gonna shine the light so you can really see that. So I'm actually going to just pop this on the nail and show you guys how stinking pretty the cat eye is. Let's turn this down a little bit. And what I really love is you can push the fragrance so you get almost like this jelly. And then obviously the cat eye is like, bam. Green's your favorite color? Oh, I love that. Yours are Forest Fancy and Emerald Energy. Oh, I love those names. That is gorgeous. Okay, so I am going to just get our first swatch stick. I also have some test nails I will quickly, that I made with the collection. So this is with Sugar Rush. So like I can't get over the shine, and this is also because all of the cat eyes glow. So this glows in the dark as well. And then because I'm so obsessed with this green, I showed you a really fun like cat eye nail that we can do. Hello, Boundary. We also have this really fun frosted, because it's Madam Glam's birthday, I had to use the color, this is Frosting Fun, and do adorable little sprinkles. The only addition I did was I added some yellow in there just to balance out the colors of the sprinkles. Thought it was so cute. So using the colors, I also did like a beach nail with free with Kovu's hair. And that comes with a textured starfish. I thought that was so stinking precious. I also did with all of the creams a marble nail. Just had a lot of fun with that one. So pretty. Kind of reminds me of Jawbreakers. And then I actually did another one with all of the colors, but I included the holographic rainbow cat eye from Madam Glam. I can't get over how pretty that is. So I have these, and again, at the end of our swatching, we can go back and then kind of go through those and figure out which one we're going to do live. But to start off, we're going to do Wish Glow, which the full swatch on the hand is this girly pop. So this can kind of give you, it is such a pretty green. And I just love how the cat eye comes alive. So I'm going to quickly swatch that for you now. Let's back up the little hand here. Okay, so you do need a magnetic wand. Oh my goodness, the hand decided to just jump 1 second. So for anybody that doesn't know, this is a practice hand. This is from a company called Oleana, and I really love them. Portugal based. And they actually started off as a prosthetic company, and then they opened up their doors to nail techs, which was huge because this is the most lifelike, realistic practice hand on the market. Gabriella, I also have Grape Escape and Pink Ventures. Ooh, oh my goodness. Stop, that sounds delicious though. Okay, let's back up a little bit here. Okay, so Wish Glow, which we're getting to see in a lot of different lights here with her hand swatch. You're gonna really get how pretty it is. But again, this is clear. So as I just apply a little bit of pressure and bring this down, you can see the opacity is crazy. I think that is great coverage. And this also gives me like St. Patty's vibes, where again, cat eye is so magical because you can just put it on like this, and this just gives you like a very sparkly polish. That's why I almost said it gives like almost a metal sheen. Oh, yes, I'll be able to check on just a second. So for this color, let me just quickly give a little wave, because this is really fun to get to see it like wake up. I'm gonna turn down my other light. With cat eye, I find that lighting is everything. So your light source, it is gonna change how the cat eye looks. So I gently like to kind of wave it. This begins to wake up the product. As you can see, it's already moving. Then I like to bring it along the sides to wake it up. And again, if you're doing like the viral heart trend or any of those, even the ones with the beads, you have to wake the product up before you can start moving it around, all of that kind of stuff. But do you see how it almost gives like that jelly finish? So sorry, my magnet attached to the bar there. So I'm just gonna give that again a little, and as I'm just kind of going up and down here, I don't know if you can see, but it's creating, it almost looks like a mirror. It's so bright. So I'm gonna quickly pop that in the lamp. And instantly, as soon as you put it in, you can already see it start glowing, which I love. Hello, Karen. How are you doing, honey bun? So it's just so beautiful. Just trying to play around with good angles. Once I finish, because I like to do 2 thin coats on the creams, I'll only have to do 1 because the opacity is just, it's absolutely perfect. Is that emerald? It is very much an emerald green. These are cat eyes. This is for Madam Glam's birthday, but they also glow in the dark. So I'm freaking out with excitement. I haven't got to play with a lot of glow in the dark colors so far in my nail journey, so this is just making me squeal. Now, this is just 1 coat. You can already see how bright that is. This is called Wish Glow. It is so pretty. Just gonna put 1 more thin coat on here. And sometimes I like to kind of be a little bit heavy-handed, but then I apply pressure to remove any excess and just put that right back in the bottle. So again, let's wake this up. I'm gonna back up the hand a little bit so you can just truly see it in all its glory. Okay, so again, just do a soft to wake it up. You can already see it moving. And there's different things you can do. I'm going to show you if you choose one of the designs where you can kind of create a ring. Okay, 1 second. It's just because I had to quickly do this swatchy swatch here. I will go right back to your text. Okay, so I'm going to quickly pop that in. I can't get over how bright it is. Okay, so let me just quickly scroll to your comment, my dear. I read out about the green is your favorite color and the emerald energy. And then you were saying that you have Grape Escape and Pink Ventures. You have 3 lip glosses, Sparkling Purple, Milky Way, and Pretty Pink. Aww. Lip gloss can be sticky. So yeah, I did read all of that, my dear. I don't know what else you meant, but thank you so much for commenting. So with the Wish Glow, I'm going to put that to the side. And again, for anybody that's interested, I'm just going to show this up close and personal. This is Wish Glow before I switch her out. And I will be putting 1 of each when we run into the bathroom so that you can see them all glow in all of their glory, but I'm just going to quickly switch this out because the next one we're going to do is called Sugar Rush. And let me tell you, y'all, this is all of the Sugar Rush. Okay, so look at this. This pink, first of all, and it has this orange tinge, and you're going to see, because there's another orange in the collection, it actually turns pink as well. It's so interesting. So these, I believe it's the glow in the dark, whatever the powder is inside of this that makes it glow. Even though this glows more of like a reddy orange, it's really, really pretty. I'm going to quickly just get my swatch stick out, and I'm just going to quickly grab the colors here. So luckily I have the colors for each hand already swatched so that you guys can just see what a full hand looks like. So if you just bear with me for 1 second, I'm just going to switch that out. Now, again, as I was saying, this pink, oh my gosh, this collection, there's no wonder it's called Sugar Rush, to be honest, because that is instantly what I get when I look at it. I think of like the fizzy candy and all of the deliciousness, and it's just so yummy. Okay, so do you see this, y'all? Oh my gosh, Sugar Rush is not playing. It's incredibly bright. And again, this glows in the dark, so it's... These polishes are going to sell out so fast, y'all. So if you like them, I would encourage you to run over to their website. Now, I did include my discount code and all of that magic. Oh, right? Oh, let me put it back close to you, honey, if you're back. I know. I really appreciate you guys sticking around for the lives. So this one is called Sugar Rush. And again, they all glow in the dark. Well, all of the cat eyes do. So I'm just going to quickly put the first coat of this just so then we can also begin to top coat the other guys. But honestly, these cat eyes are so bright. It's just really dynamic and very, very fun to play with. And just the added joy that it's not just cat eye, but that it glows. I just think Madam Glam outdid themselves. Every launch, they do something really special. But especially for their birthday month, I feel like so honored to be able to play with these goodies and to celebrate their birthday, because without them, there would not be all this magic. So I do want to note, if you look, this has like a coral vibe. Again, this is Sugar Rush. Now, the moment I cure it, it goes more like this hot pink. So that is something to note. Hi, Katie Cat. How are you doing, beautiful? So I'm just swatching Madam Glam's brand new glow-in-the-dark cat eyes here. Just showing you how reactive it is. Just trying to put my hand under there for focus. But even just the softest motions here really move that cat eye, and it is so bright. It completely blinds the screen there. Oh my gosh, I sure can. Oh my gosh, so our nurse, Kelsey, she actually made an octopus for us. And I think it's super close. It's right here. So if you want any collectibles made, definitely DM me and you can get something cute like this. Oh my days, but I just can't get over this really peachy coral. It's so pretty. Just gonna pop that in the lamp. Let's bring that close. And that is one coat. I'm just gonna put that into the lamp. So let's get out Wish Glow, give that a quick cheeky top coat. Right? They're so pretty. Now I have to go in. I am almost completely out of my Madam Glam top coat. Which, that's just like a shame. It's too juicy. Look at that. Right? They're absolutely gorgeous, and just, I can't get over the fact they glow. I've been wearing them for the past 2 weeks, and every time I go on a night walk with the dogs, I'm literally like, ooh, my nails. I even, like, my partner teases me because I charge up my nails before I leave so that they can glow extra bright. Okay, let me quickly get the second coat of this guy on here. Oh, this is for a launch, honey. So this is for Madam Glam's birthday launch, and it's called Summer Rush. So we're actually going through the 8 Soak Off gels. We're going to swatch all of them, and then I'm going to go through those designs, and you guys can pick which one you'd like to see created live. So as you saw, the moment that cured, it went a more bright pink. So don't be fearful if you're doing this on yourself and you might be thinking, oh, this looks maybe a little bit too orange or more corally, because the moment, again, it cures, you're gonna get this really hot, very pretty pink. Unless you left it like this and cured, which is kind of cool, because you get two different polishes in one. But you can already see when I start activating the magnetic particles here, you can already see that like really bright pink coming out. But again, the moment it cures, it goes that hot, really pretty hot color. I also do want to show you guys, there's kind of like this floating orb you can do that moves around. Hi honey, how are you doing? We're just swatching the Summer Rush collection. We're going through their glow-in-the-dark cat eyes right now. So that's the second coat for that. So I am going to quickly, as that's curing, I'm going to switch these out. So for anybody that's interested, this is called Sugar Rush. And again, I'm going to repeat this 1,000 times. For anybody that doesn't know, these glow in the dark. So it says cat eye, but the secret, if you're in the know, is that these cat eyes glow. So it's so pretty. So we're going to move over to, we'll do this one because this is Berry Bliss. This is the orange I was talking about that actually has, it's like a soft coral it ends up turning out to be. So just for the juxtaposition. And I did want to squeal over the packaging. The packaging is so stinking precious. This is limited edition for their birthday month. Typically, this is what oh my gosh, minus the dust. I'm so sorry, guys. I have all of my things on a shelf, and between the nail dust and everything else, I swear, I'm just constantly dusting. But that's what they usually look like. So yes, the reflective cat eyes. It's almost like a mirror. Like you can see into it. And so for instance, on this, let me just turn the light off here. It's even brighter. So this mirror, I don't even know how to describe it, but again, it is like reflective. It's so cool. It's a very, very fun, because again, all cat eyes are different. They're not all made equal. So it's nice that they're kind of switching them up and giving us some really special ones. Okay, so that was Sugar Rush that I just showed, that really pretty pink. So we're going to move over to the Berry Bliss. So I'm just going to grab the full hand and just switch out those full swatches so you guys can see that in all of its glory. Right? That's why I had to use it, honey, when I was creating, you know, the special reels and everything for the launch day. Out of all of the colors, it just stole my heart. And I don't typically do full green like manicures. Let me just cut the light for a second. So at first, you still get this pretty glow, but it's like the moment that that light hits it, and you get like, so when sunshine, anything like that hits, it just hits different. Like I think this cat eye is so special and really, really fun to use. So as I was mentioning, this is called Berry Bliss. And this is it on a full hand swatch. And this one glows blue, y'all. So the other two, obviously, I was mentioning they have an orange tint because of the orange glow in the dark, you know, powder or whatever, what have you that they put in there. But this glows blue. So I'm just screaming. This is already such a pretty color, but the fact that we get a little sneaky, because I'm the blue sissy, so anything blue, I'm going to squeal with happiness. Okay, so let me quickly, I'm just trying to top coat as we go. So this is that Sugar Rush. Oh my gosh, it's like blinding. It cannot cope. But that's what I really love about these. It's not your average cat eye. The light source in it is crazy. So pretty. Does anybody have a favorite color so far? I know that we've only shown 3. They're just so pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly grab another swatch stick. And then get up close and personal up here. And again, it might look like I'm putting a heaping amount, but I just like to be extra luscious with the cat eye, and then after I've done the full application with a more firm hand, I'll kind of wipe off some of that excess. But it's, out of all polishes, it's nice to be a little bit more heavy-handed with the magnet ones, because you give yourself enough magnetic particles that when you move it around, you get a good shift. Because if you do put it too thin, those particles are so scarce that they don't move around. So let me see if I cut the light on the side here. Okay. So I really want you to see that as it's moving. Do you see that? I kind of move it, I can bring it back. I love using the cylinder magnet for these kinds of cat eyes, because as you see, the shine's bright, but the moment you kind of go that back and forth movement and drag down, so did you see how I kind of went do-do-do, boop, brought that down? It brings the ultimate shine. Oh, we're just featuring the really pretty color from Madam Glam called Berry Bliss. And I was just kind of explaining with this specific kind of cat eye, a cylinder magnet's the best. And if you kind of do a back and forth motion here, and you can see it moving, and then I bring it down, so I'm pushing the magnet down, this creates a really big light source, which is so pretty. Okay, so pop that in. And then last but not least, because I'm going to do one more coat of that, the last glow-in-the-dark color is Fiesta Fizz. Now, this is the orange that I say is like, not misleading, but just be aware that when you put this on, it's going to blush, like it's going to become more pink. Thank you for all the thumbs up, everybody. Okay, so let's just do a quick other coat on here. Because then the creams are so opaque, and just like the only reason why I'm doing 2 coats of these is because there'll be a couple see-through spots because of like the jelly purple, if you will. I'll kind of push it aside here so you can see. So there's like a jelly purple inside. So again, if you are too thin with some areas, you'll kind of see through to the base of the swatch stick. So I was kind of just playing around to eliminate that. But again, the other guys will only have to do 1 coat. It was so lovely having you on here. Aw, you can definitely do it, my dear. And if you need any help, I'm only 1 message away on Instagram, Raven's Nail Bar. I can help you with any questions that you have. I, in no means am an expert, but I have been at the YouTube game for about 4 years now, so it's very eye-opening experience, and you learn so much. So I'm going to close this guy up. We're going to go to the last cat eye color before we get to the creams, but I did want to show you, like, look at how bright. The camera cannot even cope. So lovely having you, honey bun. Yeah, like, what is that magic? It's so bright. I love that. So again, that's Berry Bliss. We're going to do Fiesta. And then the next is the 4 creams, which are so beautiful. So give me just 1 second, just a puppy break here, just to kind of take some of that puppy hair that likes to pop up out of nowhere. So Fiesta Fizz. It's really pretty. I would say this is very much a coral color, though it looks very orange. The moment that you start playing around with this and then you cure it, you are going to get more of a pink. But look at that. Like, these are some really amazing cat eyes. So fun, and especially just for that secret element that they do glow, I think that it's worth grabbing every single one of them, because these are the polishes that you will gravitate to and be able to do such fun sets. And then you have the added bonus that your nails glow. Like, holy Batman, how cool is that? So I'm just gonna grab that final cat eye so I can just put it on the hand here. And yeah, you're gonna see this is very much, it's like, it's very coral. It's gotta be coral because it's pink and orange if they had a baby. Happy July 4th, sweetheart. How are you doing, honey? Sending love, Teja. I hope I said your name right. Okay, so this is Fiesta Fizz, and this is why I mentioned that it definitely has a pink in there. Even though it's orange, I would say it's definitely more pink than orange. So that perfect baby, which is that coral, just had to quickly close that cap there. So this is so very pretty. Like, there's no words. When I was looking at these, I was like, great. Now I have a whole new obsession. I'm going to have to do my nails with every single one of these. So let's just get our swatch on here. Let's place this girly pop. And see, so it's so pretty when it's kind of face down. You get that jelly, and then when that light source hits, you get the cat eye. So I think these are like the kind of nails that stop traffic. These would be really nice date night nails. Then you get to glow in the dark with your partner afterwards. Okay, so let me just do the first swatchy swatch on here. And I do apologize for my squeaky chair. We tried to WD-40 it, but it did not help. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm actually going to go through. I did some test nails with this brand new Summer Rush collection. So I do want you guys to select one for me to do. But I just wanted to first swatch them so you guys could see the colors live in action. And once like right now, once I finish this, I am going to quickly run to the bathroom just so you guys can see the glow like in person, not just in a photo. And then we'll go to the creams. And I'm also going to switch out the hand and put one of each so you guys can also see that. Because obviously on my hand it's just green, so I'll only be able to show that section. So as you guys can see, now that I did that luscious coat there, this looks like, I would say, very orange crush, right? Like, this is very orange. But as you see here, this almost gives you a pink. So I just wanted you to see it up close, that there is a color change the moment that you cure it. So if anybody's looking at this and thinking that's what it's going to look like, it won't. But I kind of think it's even more magical because the moment that you bring in your magnetic wand, you move around those particles and then you cure, you get this really pretty, unique coral. So I'm just going to take that quickly, pop that in the lamp. We're going to do a cheeky top coat of this. Sorry, one second. I'm on the end of one of my top coats, so I had to quickly grab this other one. Oh, I just saw a big spill there. Hopefully that avoided me. When you're like, I don't want to be covered in top coat, thanks. Okay. Screen cannot cope. Okay, one second here. Oh my gosh, this looks like honey dripping down the nail. The top coat that just dripped. It literally looked like honey. Just one second, my loves. I just don't want. I'm one of those people that's quite clumsy, so if I don't fix this now, all of a sudden I'm going to be like, why is all this sticky stuff on my arm? And I'm going to be like, oh, that's because you did not deal with the top coat situation. So see how there's almost more of like a blush that's coming out now? Like there's definitely, don't get me wrong, there's definitely orange baby up in here, but it's definitely the more coral variety. Okay, so I am quickly... Sugar! Hi, beautiful sister. How are you doing? Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly activate the particles here, and it is incredibly reactive. So I'm just kind of pushing those sides. There we go. That's the magic we want to see. So instantly, it's and I say that's like similar to like the Wish Glow. It's instant reflection. Right? Aren't they pure magic? And the fact that they glow in the dark, I just can't. Like, I need a glow in the dark meter because that's going to be the word of the day during this live. Because never since I've been influencing and been a Madam Glam ambassador, never have I been able to be a part of a launch that has a glow in the dark feature. Like, are we kidding here? Okay, so I'm just going to quickly pop that in the lamp. And so now that we have the 4 of these girls, I'm going to top coat it quickly. But now we can run to the bathroom with the lights off and I can show you, let's just unplug first. I can show you my nails glowing, and also I'm going to switch out the hand so you can see all of the different colors in perfect glow. Because basically it's 141 here. So I found out I put the whole swatches in the lamp and watched it glow, right? It's so crazy. But because of all of the daylight coming in here from Vancouver, you cannot see the glow properly. So I'm going to actually just run to the bathroom and show you guys. But I've got to top coat the one before I can do that, obviously. And then I want to switch out these so it has one of each. Look at that. I still got top coat on myself. Shocker. Okay, let me just wipe. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so let me just quickly top coat this girly pop. And then we can get to the magic of the glow. I also got to charge my nails before, because no matter what, anything like your flashlight on your phone, the sunlight from outside, a UV lamp, it'll all make your nails glow, but they'll be like different brightness, if you will. So the brightest glow you're going to get is going to come from your UV lamp. So, right, everything is so pretty, but the one thing is that I don't think the creams glow in the dark, but they definitely are the black light reactive. So when they're in the lamp, they're quite bright. Let me quickly, so I have all of those top coated. So I'm going to show you Fiesta Fizz again, because I'm going to swatch, like we're making new words. I'm going to switch out so that this has one of each of the colors, just so that you guys can see when we quickly run into the bathroom, because that's the only area that's dark enough. So you guys can see all the colors. So let me just quickly switch these out so that I have one of each color. Okay, so right now I gotta quickly, and I'm gonna grab, so having a little flashy light, this also helps you, like when you go and then it glows brighter. So I'm gonna quickly put this in my little pocket. We're gonna have a field trip. So these are all of the glow in the dark cat eyes. Oh my gosh, seeing them together like this is such a pretty Skittles moment. So sorry, let me just move this here. So these stunning babies, we're going to pop these into the lamp and get them ready as well. And then once they cure, I'm just going to pop my hands in the lamp. and then we'll be good. So I'm just going to quickly cut my camera for just a second as we run to the bathroom. Just because all you're going to see is furry puppy on the ground. And we definitely don't need that. Okay, 1 second, and I'm just going to grab the hand. Now, of course, the longer you charge it, the brighter it's going to become. Just going to close the door here. We're getting up close and personal. Okay, so let's turn the light back on. Just quickly using that flashy to make it more bright. Now, do you guys see this? So this is all the colors I was just showing you. And nothing compares. So let me just unzoom a bit here. Like the glow is crazy. This is both my hands. If I had a proper stand, doesn't even want to focus. There we go. Like, is that not crazy? And again, the moment you flash on these and charge it, because I did under 30 seconds, that glow is crazy. Like, so crazy. So we have Fiesta Fizz, Sugar Rush, Berry Bliss, and what I'm wearing, which is Wish Glow. It's like, is that not so pretty? I hope that Madam Glam for Halloween can come up with a, like, look at that. That they can come up with a full cream. Like, are you kidding? So I actually used Maniology's stamping plate, and they have this like airbrush. It's basically like an airbrush stamp, and I thought that with the glow it would just be so much more pretty. So I know that it's having focusing issues because the glow is just too great. But let me just quickly charge it up again and then we'll go to the other room. But I just think this is so cool. And having these kind of functions, like, are you kidding? Look at that. This is like all of your Halloween magic. I just think it is so cool. Okay, so I'm just going to open up and go back to the real world here. We'll quickly run over back to the nail studio. But I had to go to a dark space because these colors are too great. Okay, let's pop that back on, pop on some light. And do you see that? Blinded by the light. So the moment the light source hits it, it goes from that jelly, bam. So I think this collection, even though all the collections are special, this collection is super, super special and definitely one that you don't want to miss out on. So as we were just geeking out about, all of these ones glow. And these are the first 4 from the Summer Rush collection. And I'm just magnetizing it to kind of make it look velvet, but you can literally, any kind of way that you want to move the particles around, even if it's in the traditional like line, you can do anything you want. But I will show you guys, if you want to see it now or later, there's a way that you can kind of hover your magnet where you get almost like the aura of a French. So there's all sorts of different ways you can move and kind of magnetize these colors to get different patterns and different results. Or you can top coat the cream colors with their holographic gel, holographic cat eye, and make a customized cat eye. So there's a lot of options that you can do. So with the creams, I kind of did this marble nail, which is really fun. We did a beach nail. Oh, no, sissy. So, these are the actual samples of what I did with this new collection. I'm going to be recreating one of these depending on which one you guys would like to see. I'm going to recreate one of these live. So that will just be up to you guys, whatever you want to see. I am going to move over to the creams. So if you guys could tell me out of all of these creams, which one you're like, I need to see how you created that. So if you could let me know which out of these 4 you'd like to see, we can start swatching those and then go into the design. The periwinkle. Okay. So this is the periwinkle, unless you meant this one, but to me this kind of gives like Tiffany blue. Okay, so let me just quickly, I'm going to swap these out. I can't get over how pretty this is. Oh my goodness, Madam Glam. Like, they outdid themselves. Okay, so I kind of threw my little nail swatches in the corner here, so just give me 1 second. Let me just quickly put this away a little bit better. They outdid themselves, right? I had to say that during the live. I'm like, you seriously outdid yourself. Sugar in like 5 minutes, please. Right? The 50s theme is everything. Like, look at the popcorn. Please remind me to plug back in the phone because I had to unplug it to go out there. So I think we should start off with Party Poppy, which is like a very bright coral. And it's actually really interesting because this color, I really feel like it kind of does a nod to, they did a collection inspired by Mexico, and they had this color that was called Candy Pop. And I swear to heavens, the moment I saw this Party Popper, I was like, okay, I'm in love, sign me up. Okay, 1 second, my loves. And just quickly, because I had switched out all those nails, I just got these magics here for just 1 second. I'm just popping them in the corner. Because, you know, we love an organized moment. I don't want to lose these swatches just in case if we do another live or anything like that. Hi, Tara! You just missed the glow-in-the-dark magic. We ran over to the bathroom and I literally turned off all the lights and then showed how my nails glow. Because, come on now. They spoiled us with cat eye polishes that glow. Are you kidding me? Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so now that the cat eyes are all put away, let me just grab out Party Popper here. And I love how I just asked which one to do, and then I grabbed Party Popper. Please don't kill me, sugar. I'm just going to quickly do this one first because I took out all the darn nails, and then we're going to go right to the periwinkle that you wanted to see. I'm so sorry, beautiful. So, Party Popper, because I'm just losing it the moment I saw this color. This is one of those that you literally put on and you just go. You take it and go. Do you see this? Like, it instantly makes you look hella tanned. This is like ultimate vacation. Like, what? Are you kidding me? So this is Party Popper. I'm just gonna pop her on the side. Now, Party Poppy, sorry. This color is insane. The reason why I kept saying popper is because of the candy pop. So I think that they have very similar notes to them. Just gonna turn up the light here. Ah, it's summer. They all are, right? They just ultimate tanned goodness. So these were the ones I said were so opaque. We're just gonna do one luscious coat on here. So this is literally just applying a little bit of pressure down. Look at that coverage. Is that not crazy? Like, that's insane. That is on a blank swatch. Oh, yep. I just didn't want to catch the wool there. I cannot. It's so pretty. I did just see a pesky hair, so I'm going to try to get that out. But I can't get over how pretty. And again, this is with one coat, but that is with two. So if that's any kind of indicator. But do you see how pretty that is? Oh my gosh. I can't. I'm so in love. How are you doing, Tara, honey? I'm just letting it self-level for a bit, and then I'm going to pop it in. Aww. I hope you're having not a bad pain day. And please give your hubby all my love. He's so sweet. Like, he's one of the fans that's just chills with his wife and is like, yeah, go. I want to see all the nail magic. Okay, so since these are one coats and done, I am going to switch out and I'm going to do the beautiful color that Sugar wanted. So we're going to say bye-bye to Party Poppy. But y'all, these creams are insane. So pretty. Okay, so then we're going to move on to Birthday Bash, which I am very much a blue babe, so I was very excited for this. They have two blues. One is more on the turquoise side, but still absolutely stunning. Okay, so this is Birthday Bash. Let me just grab the little hand here. Now, it's so funny because I've been doing these lives for a number of years now for launches and to do art with Madam Glam polishes. And I am just truly blown away. I can't get over the coverage. So when you're doing character art, when you're painting, like the pigmentation that you guys see, it makes a complete dream for when you're doing nail art, like everything that I showed you. Nail art wise, that's one coat. So this is obviously two, but all of these nail art, all of these girly pops, these are all one coat, like one and done. So it's pretty amazing besides the cat eyes because I layered those girls. But this is just so pretty. So this is Birthday Bash. Just gonna grab a swatch stick here. Now, this is one of my favorites. Obviously, can we just pick all of them to be a favorite? Is that an option? But yeah, the coverage is unmatched. I've tried a lot of different polishes in my day now, and yeah, they're not all created equal. That might sound bad, but they're really not, and I'm so in love with their coverage. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how is that one coat? That's crazy, crazy town. Like, that is insane coverage, and even if you pop that over, like you can see, that's a see-through swatch stick that is beautifully coated. So I'm just going to quickly pop that in as well. And we only have two more and we can go right to the nail art. Oh, really? You love the entire set. It was very different than what you were expecting. So every year for their birthday, they do really bright, vibrant colors. But I, personally, have never seen them do a cat eye collection for their birthday or glow in the dark. So the fact that they kind of gave us like half cream, half cat eye, and then a surprise, I feel like it's our birthday too. Like, that is, like, you're spoiling us, Madam Glam. I'm going to quickly swatch these out because, again, like, this is so cool. This is, the colors were nothing I was expecting. Oh, I love that. So if we just look at the bottle here, we have really cute popcorn, little popcorn details, and this birthday bash, because that's what Madam Glam is having right now. The bash for their 11th birthday. Right? Yes, Tara. I already talked to head office, if you will, and I begged. I said, please, please, please do a Halloween collection with eight soak off glow in the dark creams, so we can just do all the painting and have all the things, and then we can also mix them with these cat eyes, and then we can just be all glowy, like, right? Here's a petition for the glowiness. It's like, for me, any of the glow in the dark polishes I've tried, they've been very like thin, and the colors are not it. So if they can deliver bright, like the creams I just showed you, but have those glow in the dark, that's a wish come true. Okay, so as to just kind of switch it up, I'm going to go for the green, which is, I believe it's Lush and Lively. I'm just going to double check here. Yes, Lush and Lively. So this is a really pretty green. Just going to quickly grab the swatches here. And honestly, there's so much time when you do full swatching that things are in the lamp. And so that's kind of the time that I like to switch out the hand so that we can have a full model of the, because I know that I'm swatching on the little swatch sticks, but for anybody that wants to buy them, I don't think it's enough. I think you deserve to see the full full hand, hair and all. So this is Lush and Lively, and this is one of my favorite greens, and I think it's really sweet that they did this because New York is known as the Big Apple, and this is green apple. So I think that this is really, really cute nod as well to them and their origins. They've got little taxi cabs. The cabs are here. We got little taxi cabs up on here, but these are just so unmatched. The colors are stunning, and yeah, that's why I appreciate you guys kind of bearing with me, because I do want to not only show the swatches, but show the full hand swatches as well. So this is our second last color before we go in to the nail art extravaganza. And so far, to anybody that's just joining, let me make sure I pop the light on here. So if you guys could kind of start thinking, because we're going to be starting it in just a second. So I'll kind of just show them one at a time. So this one's done with Sugar Rush and the black gel paint from Madam Glam. So that will be 1. 2 is just using Wish Glow to create a cat eye. So this is really interesting because cat eye French. So instead of using like a nude, you can actually use the cat eye and demagnetize it and then reapply. So we have 1 vote for the last one, so you'll see that in just a moment, but there's no other votes so far. So this is number 3. This is just a nice little frosted nail for Madam Glam's birthday. Then we have a beach towel realness with some starfish on there, and we even textured it with none other than their gel paint, which cures with a no wipe finish, so you can actually put that on top of a top coat. So we got 3. So we have 1 vote for 3 and then 1 vote for 5. I'm going to show you 5 in a second. This is 4. This is like marble realness. I actually just did this into a top coat because I didn't want as much blooming that blooming gel does. So we just kind of, we did that, which this is a really fun nail, especially like look at that with the light off. Oh, it's like giving me jawbreakers. And then number 5 is all of the cream colors. And then I used Madam Glam's holographic gel, their cat eye, on top of it. But it's just a rainbow, so the moment you put colors underneath it, it like intensifies your rainbow. And then just did a little abstract with the black gel paint. So far we have, I think the votes were for these 2 so far. Is that right? Just let me know if I'm wrong. But I think it's for 3 and 5 are the votes so far. Which, let's be honest, I can do both of them if you guys want to stick around. But, oh, okay, so number 5 wins. Da-da-da. Okay, so I'll show you, and honestly, you guys are going to giggle, because it's stupid easy. Like, once you see how I achieved that, you're going to be like, oh, wow, I'm going to do my whole hand like that. Because it's just such an easy, technique, but it just leaves you breathless. There's something, when I had first got the holographic polish, I actually got really sad because I wasn't using the proper magnet, so the rainbow wasn't coming out. So I was like, I wish that the holographic was more holographic, you know? But the moment that I got a better magnet, oh, the holographicness, all of that rainbow glitter came out. So if you guys are noticing that you have like good quality products, but maybe it's not doing what you want, you gotta switch up your tools. So that is 1 coat of the Lush and Lively, and I can't get over how bright that is. It's insane. Oh, are you saying you can't see? I don't know what it's doing, my loves, because the screen that I can see, it's just shows the nail in the middle. Let me turn off the camera and back on, and maybe that will help. Sometimes YouTube can be a little bit glitchy, so. Okay, I'm glad you can see. I was looking, what's it called? I was looking at the screen, but maybe it was showing something, like it was like a bit delayed. Okay, so just give me 1 second. I don't have my moderator in the chat, so I just gotta quickly deal with that. But I'm gonna pop this in the lamp. Okay. Just give me 1 second. And I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. But sometimes there's some technical difficulties, sadly. I apologize if you couldn't see. I'll bring it nice and close. Okay, let me move this. Ultimately, this is the very stunning Lush and Lively, which is this really pretty green. So gorgeous. And again, I just had to do 1 coat, so we're going to switch over to the Frosting Fun. And then hopefully that is in frame so you guys can see all that magic. I'm just going to do that first coat. So the Frosting Fun actually has little, really adorable, like such cute little detailing there with the French fries. Okay, let me just quickly. I sure did, honey bun. Thank you. Yeah, I quickly just dealt with that magic. Okay, so I have this all up close and personal for you guys. I have the, how do I say it? So I want to get a better overhead, I guess like overhead tripod, because I find that no matter where it is, it's awkward. Like it's just absolutely weird. It's always at a weird angle. And I want to get one that's like a little bit taller so that it can just be out of my space. Because I'm basically always touching it. That's probably why I move away sometimes. Because I'm always touching this damn thing and I'm just like, nope, don't want that. Okay, this looks so lush. So I am going to switch this out in just a second. But do you see this? So this is called Frosting Fun. And I really, really love the fact that they gave us, because I'm a blue baby, okay? Blue baby through and through. So the more blues you can give me, the better. So I'm just going to switch this out. That's the last. It's okay, baby. Actually, Sugar, I just set her up as a moderator, so she was helping out huge because yeah, I was literally right in the middle of switching out the nails, so I wasn't able to get it in time. But honestly, everybody's here is amazing, so I wasn't too worried. Okay, so this is the last switch out I will do, unless you guys want to see another color back on the hand, then I'll quickly do that. But at least I've been able to, throughout the whole live, show you each and every single color, both swatched live and on the hand. So especially for anybody that's thinking about colors to get, you can kind of have a better example than just like some digitized image, right? So this is the Frosting Fun, and this is really bright. This is giving me like breakfast at Tiffany's. It is so gorgeous. Aw, thank you, Sugar. You're an angel. I don't know, I just, there was one day I got sent to the wrong section on the internet, and since then, you know, we've been getting some interesting souls, but that's okay. They don't realize that they're still supporting doing all that mess. Okay. Like, look how bright that is. That is crazy. Just gonna bring that nice and close. That's what makes me laugh, even about people that do like hate comments and stuff. It's like, you know, you're still supporting me, right? But for me, it's when it gets like racist and homophobic that I'm like, no, 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 no. We're gonna quickly take those people out. Sounds like a CIA reference. We're gonna take them out. No, I just timed them out. Okay, so pop that on. We've got 3 more. But I always say love wins, so you don't give it any mind. And, you know, there's beautiful humans that are here that are being supportive, so you focus on that good stuff and being around our nail family. And fighting the evil hairs that are inevitable because we've got fur babies. Look at that. Free hair with every purchase. Look at that, though. So bright. And I think what's really cool with Madam Glam, they offer so many different colors that you can really express yourself any way you choose. And I think that's what's really beautiful about being an artist and, you know, having good tools, if you will. It just helps you with your self-expression tenfold. So we just have 2 more to top coat, and then I can show you the full color, the full collections, and then we can go into the test nail. But honestly, thank you guys so much for coming in today. These lives, I said earlier, it's Christmas Day for me. So thank you guys so much for being a part of the launch. And I know a lot of you are also there for the lives that Kelly does. So she is the brand ambassador for the year. And apparently so is Kovu's hair. Because he sure comes every live just to make sure we know he's here. But I appreciate you guys because you're in those lives first thing in the morning and then also come into mine. So I really appreciate all of the love. Look at her. So pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the last but not least to top coat, and then I can bring these girls up all close and personal. We were doing so good, and then all of a sudden hair began to enter the chat, but it's a very hot day, so I have like a mini fan going, so it's inevitably going to bring some puppy fuzz this way. I'm really, really specific when it comes to my swatches as well. So that little corner's bothering me. I'm just going to quickly... It's so funny because even though, I don't know how you'd say it, it's like quote unquote just a swatch, I like to make sure they're as clean into the cuticle and all that stuff. So if I see little fuzzums, it drives me crazy. I have to get that stuff off before it goes in the lamp. Because then you're just curing the hot mess. You can't cure it, then you're in trouble. Right, sis? Oh my gosh. That's also why I totally had to use the retro glow for the set on my hand, because I just thought with the glow in the dark, seeing that would be everything. Thank you guys for sticking around for the swatching. We're going to get into the nail art right meow. We're just going to pop that in there. And thank you so much, Sugar. You were a goddess. Thank you so much, honey. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in the lamp. Okay, so everything's cured. Let me just give our little station a wipe here, and then we're going to go with the... So for the design I'm going to do, you do need Madam Glam's holographic cat eye. This was launched a little bit ago, but honestly, it is still available, and don't sleep on this. This stuff is amazing. Have you used the cat eyes like you did the regular creams too? What do you mean, honey bun? I have used them in the sense like I did the full set with them, and then obviously I did swatch them earlier, so that's why we ran over and did like the glow in the dark magic. Do you mean like without magnetizing it? For the 5th. Oh no, okay, so for the 5th one, we're actually going to take out all of the cream colors. So that's what I used. And let's back up here. So this is what we're going to be recreating. Okay, so let me just put that in the corner. So on a palette, you're going to need one of each of the new colors. So that is going to be Party, Poppy, Lush and Lively, Birthday Bash, and Frosting Fun. So you'll need one kind of dollop of each. Now, a lot of people do this technique with a dotting tool. I think that's way too faffy. I'm actually just using their application brush. So let me just apply all these first. So you don't need a crazy amount, but at least a decent of each color. And you're going to need an ombre brush. So you're going to need an ombre brush, an application brush, and then some kind of holographic cat eye gel. Okay, so now we've loaded up all our colors, which are so bright and beautiful. Now I'm quickly just gonna pop some gloves on here. I am gonna just put all the colors just so we have a nice reference of everything here. Kind of tuck it away. There we go, that's perfect. I'm working on Madam Glam silicone mat, so bear with me because trying to move anything on it, because it's just one big thing of silicone, is very interesting. Okay. So once I have them in the lamp, I can also bring those colors closer for you guys to see. Let's pop on some gloves. Okay, so I have the ombre. Want the application. Okay, so this is just the application brush from Madam Glam that I'm going to be using. Not just, but this is the brush I'll be using. And then you also need the ombre brush. Okie dokies. Okay, so what I usually do, because you're going to have to wipe the brush quite a bit, is I fold a little bit of a kitchen roll and just have that close to me so that I can kind of just brush off there. So first I'll start with the application brush, and I literally just scoop into, put a little bead of it down, and then just in kind of like a pattern almost, but I'll kind of stagger them. I'll start off there, and I also only put complementing colors next to one another. So we're gonna go in for that like periwinkle. And don't worry if you do have like too much product. Once you're doing the swipe motions, you can kind of move things around. So I'm just quickly, sorry, as we do an earthquake there, I'm just quickly brushing this off on the other side on that kitchen roll. And then all those little gaps is where I'm going to kind of fill in that green. There's no right or wrong way, like you can just put the colors where you see fit. But this is where it gets fun. So you're going to still want to take this brush, the ombre brush, and we're going to kind of press and drag down and then switch. So you're going to dry off that brush again, kind of drag down, switch, keep switching sides so that you're not just like spilling straight. So you just keep kind of swiping until you get it where you want it to go. And then if you find anything is too muddy and you want to reintroduce something, you can just dip into that color, give kind of a swipe down, and then go from there. Aw, please take me. I'd love to see. So again, if you find any of your colors are muddying, you can literally just go into that color on the palette, re-add it in, wipe, dry your brush completely, and then again, you can just keep playing around with it until you get those, like the kind of blending or the pops of color like you want it. And again, there's no right or wrong way for this, but you just want to introduce those really, really pretty colors. And I just, again, I keep switching which direction I'm dragging just so that you don't just drag everything and make it like all muddy. So once you have it how you like, I'm going to quickly turn down this one light because it's just making it hella bright. So once you have the pattern, You quickly just pop this into the lamp, cure that. And if you were doing it right, you should have something that looks like this. And that's for every time. It's like super kid ice cream. Every time that I dipped in with the application or I dragged with the ombre brush, I wiped off the excess. So that's incredibly important, or again, you will literally just have a pool of magic that you don't want or need. So, and now we're gonna get to the holographic part. And again, you need to have a really strong magnet. So when I first tried it, I was like, why isn't it doing the rainbow thing? You know, like, why isn't it doing what it's supposed to? And again, tools, tools, tools. So first, because the color is pigmented, I am going to go in with a little bit of rubbing alcohol on here, and I'm going to do like a quick swipe through, just get any excess, because this will muddy your holographic. So, But what's really fun is this is like a very abstract, bespoke, you know, like even just this, you could do art on it. It's very pretty. But what takes it up a notch is we're going to grab this holographic cat eye from Madam Glam. And again, this is not like a limited edition item. This is something that is still available on their website. And because I'm only going to do one coat of this, I do a pretty luscious coat. Actually, for their birthday one year, I used this to do a set, like use their holographic rainbow. But it didn't give me as bright of a holographic reflection as it did when I used the new... See, okay, so already this is cool, right? But we don't have as much rainbow going on. So, using a neodymium magnet, I'm going to be using 2 magnets. First, I quickly, just an up and down motion, and this is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's waking up the magnetic particles. And then, once I have it and it started to activate, I go in with my cylinder magnet. This is where I'll just do the light and pull, so it's back and forth and drag down, back and forth and drag down. Do you see this big band that's happening here? That's the holographic magic working. So we're just magnetizing it. So once you're happy with that shift, I'm going to pop it in the lamp. Right? So magical, but I was having an issue. Let me see if I can show it on with this. Where you can see the holographic rainbow, but it wasn't, like, it's not until you start, there we go. So do you see it moving here? So you really need that strong magnet to be able to move those particles and then truly just magnetizing the other side. And then do you see when you shift it now, all of that rainbow is like woken up. So I definitely think if you're a rainbow baby, don't sleep on this holographic gel. It is a huge must. And yeah, so it's so funny because you'd think number 5 had the cat eyes, but they didn't. Because we were going to apply the cream, we wanted that really bright base. And so what I love about it is depending on what colors you use, that's what kind of wakes up underneath. But because there's a rainbow spectrum, it kind of looks like the polish was made this way. So it's really cool. So after this step, I'm just going to file off the little nub here that drives me crazy. Okay, so we're just going to file that off. And then let me just double check. Yeah. So I'm going to quickly top coat this. I was just double checking. I'm like, did I top coat it and then put the Madam Glam gel paint, which they cure with a no wipe finish, so you can actually do that. So you're going to hear a lot. I'm all about doing the cleansing beforehand. We're just going to top coat this. And again, so that's with the shine taken off. It almost looks like a marble. This was like my brainchild at like 2 in the morning or something when I was creating the test nails. And I did this one nail and I was like, it's magical, but it's missing something. And then I ended up doing the black detailing and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is everything. I have to do a full set now. But I really love preparing the test nails because it really gets me to play with the products, see what options there are. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in the lamp. Oh, it's not a problem. Thank you so much, gorgeous. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and thank you for the mod help and everything else that you did, sweetie. But at least now you know how you can also create this very fun holographic design. Okay, so now that I top coated that, I'm going to grab the other color I was mentioning with you guys, the black gel paint. So with the no wipe formula, I'm just going to turn on the other light for a second. With the no wipe formula, it means whether you're using like on a velvet mat or on a glossy nail, you can actually just do your detailing and cure. You don't have to seal it in if you don't want to. Now, I'm really devastated. My one brush that I use for all of my very heavy detailed stuff broke. So that's my striper. So I'm going to quickly, this is my mini striper. I'm going to use a little bit of this. Thank you so much, sugar honey. So while that's all in the lamp, I'm going to quickly bring forward the collection nice and close so you guys can see it. So these are the 4 creams, which are absolutely stunning. And then we have the 4 cat eyes. Which are equally as stunning. I'm going to actually turn off the one base light here. Buzz Lightyear. Because that does change. Different light sources change what the cat eye looks like. And then as well, because it is glow in the dark, you won't be able to see as well, but they glow. So I think it's really cool. I'm not going to run back in the bathroom right now because that's what I was able to do to kind of show you guys the really bright glow. But you guys can see it already starts glowing in the lamp here. So it's really cool and it's very fast, like how fast it's reactive. The moment you charge it up, you're good. You're going to have these really beautiful glowy. Oh, and I got so excited, I didn't even read the write-up. So I had went through those pictures with you guys so that you could see how bright. So this is the mani that I'm wearing right now. And like the glow is crazy. Like that's lighting up my hand. So it's a very powerful glow. And after wearing it for the past 2 weeks, I am madly in love. Like it's just crazy. And being able to do like designs like this, it's just crazy. It's completely up to whatever your creativity is, but you can unleash so much with this collection. So I call these, it's so funny, it's like the 3 bubble nails. So you create a bubble. Let me turn down the base here so you can see the rainbow magic. Okay, so the 3 bubbles, and it sounds so weird, but those are the lines you create. So Let me just quickly move this so that we can get close without me getting, like, bashing my hand into the side here. Okay, so I've dipped into the black gel paint, and I'm going to create the first bubble. And then the second bubble. It's so funny, it sounds hilarious, but these little bubbles, if you will, are what's able to help you kind of create a unique kind of pattern. And there's no right or wrong way to do it, but the different bubbles kind of make it an easier guideline for you. So I'm going to quickly just dip in with this bigger brush. That's why I was devastated that my liner brush broke, because it's like all in one, but with the more viscous, you want a nice brush to be able to kind of bring the product. And you want to make sure, especially with the black gel paint, that you're not going too thick, because it will wrinkle. And the only way I've ever been able to see the avoiding of wrinkling after you've done it too thick is to seal it. To seal it in so that it doesn't do that. Oh, thank you, beautiful sissy. It's just really fun abstract. But yeah, there's no like right or wrong way. You're just having fun with the abstract lines. It's so funny, whenever there's line work or anything like that, that's when the silence comes out. Like, keep up with a conversation as your heart is racing? Never. But yeah, there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's just really, really, really fun. But let me bring these up close. There's something about the black that really brings in, and it almost intensifies the rainbow. So I'm just going to quickly take my other liner brush and just all those detailed areas. I'm going to go around again and then pop it in the lamp. So I usually do this to kind of make sure that the end result looks very crisp. And it just takes the design up 1,000. So that's going to be in like any of these spots that look a little bit wobbly. Just going to go through. And I find that this little step here takes up your work 1,000-fold. Oh, sorry, y'all. So any area that you might see a little bit of a, and when I say wobble, I mean the unintentional wobbly bits. That's where you're going to go in with this and then just fix that. See how all of a sudden that looks really like crisp, really lovely. Okay, so I'm just going to take that, and before I pop it in, because this is a no wipe and I want it to be the perfect finish, I'm going to turn it around, just give it a little bit of time to self-level. I have no words. Thank you guys so much for coming into today's live. the launch, like Madam Glam launches are so special, but to be able to celebrate their birthday month and be able to play with such inspiring shades, it's just everything. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to quickly just pop that in the lamp so then we can, and you're going to want to make sure you do a full cure, and even if you do an extra cure, that is completely fine, because black is one of the most difficult, it's the most pigmented, right? So it's going to be one of the hardest to cure. And I've actually had it where I go into salons and have it, and it ends up wrinkling on me, and I'm walking out there with wrinkly toes. So definitely make sure you cure your black and you're using a very strong lamp, because we don't want no issues. But as that one cures, I'm just so blown away. Oh my gosh, things are falling. I hope that you guys loved. I'm going to take 1 second. As that just fell, I want to make sure nothing breaks here. 1 second. Did you hear that huge sound? I was like, not today, Satan. Everything's falling. Because I've fallen for these damn polishes. Okay. So, again, for anybody that's just tuning in, glow-in-the-dark, brand new Madam Glam polishes. You got to go and check them out. They are so beautiful. They also offered these cream colors that are absolutely stunning. So there are the 4 creams and 4 cat eyes. Now let's bring these bad boys. Thank you so much for coming into today's live. It's absolutely infinite what you can create with these absolutely stunning gels. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and I really hope that you guys were inspired with these beautiful gels. Let's bring them back over here. I hope you guys were not only inspired, but you got a little bit of color therapy, because these were definitely the colors with the mostest. This was an absolutely stunning collection. If you guys have any questions, you can feel free to comment down below. Thank you so much for coming into another live. This blue charm sister is very, very happy playing with all this magic, and I hope that you guys had fun too. And if anybody retries and does this set, please, please, please tag me. I'd love to see your creations with this magic. All of the magic holographic rainbow goodness. I always got to turn off that one light, because I swear that's when you see the rainbow. Tara, you're a sweetheart. Hug your partner for me. Thank you for always being so incredibly sweet. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I can't wait to see you in the next live. Stay magical. See you guys soon. Bye, my loves. Oh, and please make sure, I don't want to leave this out, especially for anybody that might be watching on replay. I do have a discount code with Madam Glam. So in the description box below, you can find that there alongside the codes of my sissies. And there's one other thing. Yes, I'm like, because my brain is just, it's too excited with all this glow-in-the-dark magic. Madam Glam offers a VIP program, and that is for $29 a month. You permanently, as long as you're a member, get 50% off of all gels. So this makes like these incredibly affordable, especially when you're getting full collections. And not just that, you're entered in for special giveaways that are only through VIP customers. You can also purchase these collections 3 days ahead. So that is huge. So whether you're using a discount code or maybe you want permanent savings because you're a nail geek like me and obsessed with all the colors, then you should really think about Madam Glam's VIP program. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah! Sending all the love. Thank you to everybody that joined. Oh, thank you so much, Nazim. Sending love to everybody.